That's fine, yeah.
Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Inside the White podcast. Today's guest, Ollie Morgan. Ols, how are you, mate?
Thanks for having
us.
You?
Yeah, well, thank you. Dave, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good. All good.
Yeah.
Happy as ever, sun's out.
Yeah, exactly. Lovely day. I think we're recording this at what's the time now? I think it's just gone 6, so hopefully we've got enough light for the episode. But thank you very much to Boss Corporation for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. I think his favourite Salisbury player is you, Ollie, so he did request specifically to sponsor this episode. Do you know what he says? He keeps banging on about this, and Dave doesn't see it. I'm on the fence a bit, but he likes F1. Do you know what I'm going to go with this? He thinks
Lando,
you look like Lando Norris.
Don't say you've heard that before.
No, I've heard one of the
because he can't see it at all.
Messaged me.
Well, kind of.
I only said it's because of the curly hair.
Wow.
And maybe like kind of a round face.
Do you know what? It was your picture
That's
actually
it.
when we signed you. Like we had to get it from obviously AFCB, and it's like I think then you look probably a bit more like him than you do now.
Do you think?
But yeah, do you watch F1? I don't. I'm not a fan of it.
I
So.
don't
Yeah, that's
really
why I'm
get
not
it.
too fast.
You
I
don't
see
like
why
it, no.
people say it, but like I wouldn't say. To be fair, I've been called worse. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get cracking then, shall we?
Yeah. I suppose. You joined us back in September now. End of September.
End of September, yeah.
That seems like a long time ago.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like I've been here forever.
Yeah,
like,
it does actually.
Like genuinely, like I weren't expecting. Obviously, it was only a month to start off with, and like kind of like I was just like, it's like it just came on literally just like that. I got a phone call from the loans manager. I didn't know my agent knows Dutz, and Dutz must have been speaking to him and like, we need a fullback. My agent must have said like, Ollie's got a game tomorrow, whatever, at the stadium. This was against Swansea. Played all right in it. And then that was on the Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
On the Wednesday, I've had a day off and I was going golf with my mates, and literally like as I was leaving, like 10 minutes before I was leaving, I get a phone call from my loans manager going like, what do you think of Salisbury? And like, I didn't have a clue like where you were in the table, obviously seeing, and I was like, I don't care, like that'll be such a good experience. Obviously thinking it was just a loan. Trained on the Thursday, didn't know I was gonna even like, my dad was like, you might not even be in the squad, like it'll be like, get ready for like next week. I was like, oh no, there might be a chance I might be starting. He's like, nah, you won't be, that's too quick. And I see you coming in, I'm starting, I'm like, whoa. And it was against Dorking, which was a pretty tough game to be fair with. Yeah.
Like, because obviously Dorking big in non-league for all the bunch of amateur stuff. Did you like know about them before you played it? Was that like one you're like, that's quite a cool experience?
Yeah. It would be, like people were like, it's Dorking, like all the cameras and that.
Yeah.
To be fair, here when they're away, it's alright. We're at their ground, it's like so much worse. Like honestly, I didn't enjoy going there.
No, what? Because of the cameras?
And we
to be
lost
fair,
3-0.
the manager.
You know, there's a lot of eyes on you, I suppose.
Yeah, the manager a bit chirpy, but it's funny. It is funny, but.
Did he give you a bit? Did he?
Nah,
Were
but
you playing on his side, like right by the?
I was right
dugout,
by him.
okay.
So obviously in the first half here, I was literally right there, and he would have been there. But I think what people saying like, like there's an academy player, he's going to be like really scared and things like that. When seeing it back, but no, it's a good experience. Obviously, you're going to get more of that as you keep like staying in men's football. But no, it was good. And to be fair,
that's what I was going to ask. Obviously, up until joining Salisbury, you've been in an academy to development squad. So what's it been like actually your first
experience of men's football? I guess,
getting into real men's football, and what is the difference like?
It is really good. Like genuinely, like I don't think I've like ever said a bad thing about being here at all. I feel like it's not as bad as people kind of make out. Like you feel like going from 21s, maybe from 18s. I feel like that'd be a big jump. But if you go in 21s, and I played 21s for 1 or 2 years, it's kind of like 18s football is about winning, but you kind of want to be that individual that's doing well. And then as soon as you get to 21s, it's like you want to win. And our manager obviously was quite big on winning, so it wasn't like I've gone from pure development, not caring at all if you play out and lose it, they score, to all you need is 3 points, because you've kind of like for a while now want to get that win, especially like in the FA Youth Cup and things like that. All you do is like want to win. But it obviously is a difference, like with the fans, it's so much better.
What about like the physical side of it?
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Like you do get some big lumps in non-league, where maybe in academy football you might have a couple like centre backs that are like 6'4" or whatever, quite stocky, but
Dave's build.
yeah, a couple.
Don't go that far, mate.
To go back a little bit to, because it was actually a question I was going to ask you a bit later on, but I really think it would be fascinating for those watching at home. Like, how does the loan system work in that case? Because is it just simply like the loans manager will like approach you like, do you want to go on loan, and you simply go, well, where? Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Or is it like, you know, you ask, can you find me some?
It's kind of like you'll be talking with your agent a lot, and you'll be like, you'll kind of be both agreeing. So obviously when you get to 21s, you'll start to look for going on loan. Maybe after, because obviously I'm a second year pro. So as a second year pro, if you're not going to be in the first team, you want to be going on loan. So it was kind of the plan. I feel like going in Jan on loan. But it's kind of like the club will, so you have reviews with the manager, and they'll be like, so we feel like maybe for next season it will just be like, stay with us until Jan, then go on loan, or they might be like, we want you to go on loan from the start, so obviously we'll be looking out for you. Your agent will play a big part, probably more than the club, I would say. They'll have contacts, and they'll be like, that team's, so for me, a right back or left back would be injured, so they'll call the manager, do you want him, go and have a look at him, and things like that. But I'd say it's more from your agent, not so much the club, but the club can play a big part in it.
Can you give us a little insight into like a typical week then? Because obviously we spoke off camera, we sort of understand how it's like, but what does your week to week look like at the moment? Obviously we're still part-time, so you're training on Tuesday and Thursday nights here, but what do you fill your rest of your week with? Let's say a week where we're playing on Tuesday and we're playing on Saturday.
Okay. So it'll be Monday morning, going to Bournemouth training, do like a light session there, no gym, nothing, then chill out for the rest of the day. Tuesday will be nothing in the morning and afternoon, then say come here, or it's an away game, meet the coach. So play with Salisbury in the evening. Wednesday, 99% of the time's off, so I'll usually go to the gym, like stretch, go in the sauna and things like that, maybe go and play a bit of golf. Thursday, train here, so I'll go to the gym by myself throughout the day, and then come here in the evening and train. Friday morning, train with Bournemouth, so that can be quite tough, going from Thursday night to Friday morning if I'm getting back late, which I'll do tomorrow, and then nothing in the afternoon, Saturday game, Sunday off.
Yeah.
It's a busy week.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be quite tough.
Did you speak to any of the lads? We had a couple. We had 3 actually on loan last season from AFCB. I think we had Finn, Lewis, and Carlos.
Yeah.
Did you know them well? And did you
yeah.
speak to them before you joined the club?
Yeah. They I literally like, especially Finn and Carlos. Like I'm really good mates with them. But no, I was speaking to them before, and they were saying like you'll love it. Like it'll be really good. And I feel like it's changed definitely a little bit since last season, maybe in terms of like the personnel of players, which has suited me a bit more maybe than it would have if I came last season, because it's been quite nice being around players similar sort of age.
And you're all settling in together.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm not like the odd one out where I'm coming and everyone else is 30 mortgage kids, and I'm there just like 19 years old still living at home. But no, it's all right. It's they had good things to say, definitely.
Good. What are your first memories then of when did you join FCB? How did it come about? Where were you scouted? All this.
I used to live in Essex, and I played for like West Ham then, and before I moved down I was at Cholton. It mustn't have been for too long, a season max. And my dad's work, so he works at JP Morgan, and there's obviously a place in London and in Bournemouth, and he accepted a role in Bournemouth, and so obviously we all had to move down, so we've told Cholton that, and they've obviously got in contact with Bournemouth and said like, we've got a lad moving down, would you be able to just give him a trial? So literally like as soon as I moved down, I don't know how, it must have been within like the next few weeks, I've trained and like been playing with Bournemouth, and it must have been a 6-week trial, and then after, I remember so clearly, so it was on the second week, we had Brighton away. My dad like always comes to every game, and that was the one game he didn't come to, and that's the day I got signed. And I remember just phoning him after, like, oh Dad, I've been signed.
Yeah.
They've given me a contract, and I was all buzzing. But yeah, and then that was it really, and then I've been there since I was 9 or 10.
What sort of year were
I would have been under 10, so what's that, 9 years ago then?
Yeah.
Is that 2016, 17?
Oh, wow. No.
That would have been, yeah.
2016.
Yeah, no, it's funny to say about your dad actually, because I remember my first memory of you. I remember you playing in the Dorking game, but it was actually at Chippenham away. It was till I think November time, and I think it was for our first goal because we were just saying this earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
I
was
can't
a
remember who
moment I
scored.
remember.
It was just a tap in because you cut in, and this
Yeah.
is when we've seen it a lot more since then. And you bent one. And I don't know how Young scored yet. To be fair, keepers tipped it onto the bar or the post. I can't remember which one, and I just went. He scored, and I said use slightly more fruity language. I went, oh, that Ollie Morgan's a good player. Buzzing, we got him, and your dad must have been sat a few seats down.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that's my boy. And then we got talking, and ever since I think we say hello and that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
But yeah, is he a big inspiration in your
Yeah,
young career
he
so far?
loves it, to be fair.
He comes to every game. Like when it's away games, he's always like jumping in with me, coming to games, always like asking how training was, and yeah, he's definitely played like a humongous part in my career so far. So no, I'm always speaking to him about it all, and yeah, no, he loves it here as well. To be fair, knows you're a Spurs fan as well.
Yeah, no, we had a bit of banter.
Is your old man West Ham?
Yeah, we're West Ham in
So-
our family, so
yeah.
obviously, yeah. It's a bit of a tricky time for you lot at the moment. So.
Touchy at the moment, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
My
last
God.
night was alright.
We played well last night.
Yeah, he actually played well.
I think you should probably be worried if we carry on playing like that, but I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Before-
Although Forest, I think
Yeah.
they're the other one.
Before Saturday, to be fair, I was so like Spurs are going down, like they are so bad. But to be fair, draw at Anfield, take that. Even though I heard, I didn't actually watch it, but Liverpool weren't great apparently.
They weren't, but it's
And
pretty
then-
Anfield. But back on to you then. What would you say like this season? Your favourite game is your most memorable moment? Because I think
We've had
there's
some
been a few,
moments
hasn't there?
as
There's been a
well,
few.
yeah.
I feel like the first one that springs to mind has got to be Worthing at home.
Yeah.
The 5-4, and that was my first assist. Unless we're counting the Chippenham one away.
You've been on, yeah.
I was-
in that,
yeah.
You've been unfortunate.
The rebound,
Yeah.
but no, I think that Worthing one, first assist, 5-4 win, like, and they were saying like the game almost was like really close to getting called off as well.
It was.
Yeah, it was,
Um,
actually, yeah, I forgot about that.
So I feel that one, Eastbourne the other week was a nice little one. That was quite
Clean
nice.
sheet.
Yeah, that was quite nice. Chippenham,
Yeah.
Chippenham. Oh, I think
Yeah.
that could top Worthing actually.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like we played really well that game. I thought
we
as
did.
well.
There was some
local-
incredible fireworks
yeah.
before as
Like
well.
genuinely, the fireworks. Like
Did that get you
saying-
up for it? Like, genuinely, 'cause we wanna know, like-
Yeah, genuinely, I actually loved it. Walking out thinking like playing Champions League here.
Yeah.
I knew that was a good shout, the old fireworks.
Like genuinely, it was like unbelievable. Last minute winner, so.
It was a good day all round,
obviously
wasn't it?
helps, yeah.
It was
got the
our,
assist as well,
our
so-
record
Yeah.
midweek gate. Obviously, we've had more than that on Saturday for the new club. Obviously, I know
What
that
was
there's
it
a lot.
again? 16.
17.
1700.
17. Yeah, we're particular, and I think like
17:30, I think it was.
yeah, 17:30.
Bad at
yeah.
all, yeah.
No, so it was
No,
a
it
good
was
crowd.
Some of the crowds in all non-league are going up and up and up. I see some
Yeah.
people in like tier 4 and they're getting like 2,000,
Really?
2,500. So it's
It's good to see though.
it is,
Yeah, it's good.
How did you like anticipate this level would be then? Like as well on the topic of non-league, like did you come into it a little bit? Like, oh, is it going to be
Yeah.
like brutes, big like direct
Yeah,
football?
I was a bit nervous to be fair, but you see teams like they do actually try and play football, and there's like in pretty much all the teams like you do see youngsters like around my age, which is obviously good to see. So it's not been as like scary and like proper like big lumps like as much as you'd think, but it's definitely like as everyone says like it's definitely physical, like much more demanding, and like after games you're just knackered. Like Tuesday, Saturdays like are tough. Like you just feel like throughout like the other days you just don't want to move. You just feel like you just can't do anything else. So I feel like because of that, like my recovery has had to be so much better, and things like that. So yeah, Tuesday, Saturdays I feel like is such a big killer as well.
Do you know what? Like, I don't come to training. I know you go every now and then with your cameras. But I think the one time I did come and you were doing, say, doggies is probably not what you were doing, but it was similar to that. And I think me and you were speaking. You were saying that how he's always sort of one of the last ones in there, him and you know Mo and the players like that. Like, you obviously pride yourself on your fitness.
Yeah,
and
I feel
how
like I've
important
always
is
done that.
to you. Like,
It's massive to be fair, and I feel like it's kind of helped me a lot throughout my whole career, but especially being here, especially maybe if you're against someone that's a bit older, they're going to be smarter, more wise than you, so you kind of have to use your youth and your like energy against them. So I feel like being a lot fitter as well, I'm able to just get up and down, especially what they would want as well in my position. Getting up and down, putting crosses in, obviously getting back defending, it helps so much. And then I do like try and look after myself as much as possible. And then obviously like the summer's coming up, off season, I'll make sure I'm working hard there to make sure I come back. I won't just like sit around and do nothing. So I've always tried and come back and be like top of the running tests. Something I feel like I've always
You've got a head start, haven't you?
Yeah, and everyone sees how hard you're working. It's like, if you come back and you're a bit of a fatty, then the manager won't be like too pleased with you, and you're already in his like bad books. So yeah, it definitely helps a lot.
The question I wanted to ask you this season, and I don't know if I just think maybe because you're obviously at AFCB in the week, and here you maybe think this much about it, but who's been your toughest challenge this season, like winger wise? Is there anyone that you remember and goes, I wouldn't want to come up against him again?
Maidenhead at home, that was tough. That was a tricky game.
Was it that
Was there
popular?
a player?
Yeah, so he was from Bournemouth. I used to play with him. He's a few years above, but when I played with the 21s a bit when I must have been 16, 17. And he was in the 21s. And like he was good, like you tell he was rapid, but he just weren't the same as he was now. Knew I was coming up, like he was playing in like the 10, like drifting all about, and like just like I think just that goal they scored, he just went past me as if I just weren't there, and it was like. But to be fair, everyone says it, like he is a good player. I remember. He's probably the trickiest player I've come up against in non-league and for a long time. Yeah, good player.
No, I was interested. Like, does it stick in your mind? Like,
yeah, I feel
you're
like
thinking before the. Did he play in the reverse fixture actually? I think
he did. He
didn't.
came on. I didn't.
Okay.
Melted it. No, I was actually ill.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
I know you've prepared some like lighter-hearted stuff. Should we crack on with
we'll
that?
Do that. I wanted to ask, going back to being a West Ham fan, have you got any like your heroes? Are they West Ham players? Who's your all-time footballing hero?
I don't really know, to be honest. I feel like
Carlton Cole.
Yeah,
Carlton Cole.
Mark
He was
Noble.
rumoured to come to the old Salisbury City.
Really?
I think it was rumoured.
Whenever.
I feel like me and my dad talk about all the time. When I do get my first goal, the celebration will be the chicken after Kevin Nolan. if I can compose myself.
Please do that for us.
I will try.
The goal bit and celebration.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll try and score on the weekend. I don't know. I don't feel like I had like a massive sort of like player that I like so focused on them. Mark Noble, West Ham legend. Don't know how he didn't get an England call up.
Yeah, but it was the period of time.
Yeah,
There's so many good English midfielders that might not have been as effective. But
Payet, what a player.
to be fair,
What a player he was. Creswell, I think I have must have been from like ages ago when I was a young boy. I've still got his shirt. I must have bought that because I was playing left back, so I would have bought that.
Do you prefer playing on the left or the right?
It changes, but like at the moment I do really enjoy playing on the right. Like if I was to go and play on the left, I'd find it a bit weird. But like before coming here, I was definitely a left back that can play on the right because I'm right-footed. But now I feel like I've kind of become more of a right back that can play left back in a way.
Yeah.
I do enjoy playing on the right,
No,
probably more now than on the left.
The one more I wanted to ask, this is actually more that sort of question, but we did it with Busey or players he'd actually played with, but I was
Saw
gonna say
that.
he was decent side, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think mine's as good.
This is why I'm going to change it a little
Unless you got
bit,
Messi.
because you're younger. So I
Yeah,
was going to say,
mine's not as good.
just five-a-side you're playing, but you've got to pick players that, like Messi, it could be Messi,
Okay.
it could be...
So what? My
Stefan
best
Sessignon,
five-a-side.
could be anyone.
My best five-a-side team.
Yeah.
Am
You're
I in
including,
it?
So
All right.
you can have a goalkeeper if you want, or you can play rush goalie.
I don't know. I think I'll stick a goalie in there. I think goalie Edison, stick him in. He'd be a joke. Are we doing big goals? Like not like little mini five-a-side goals.
Don't think about it too much. Just the best
Okay.
five players.
Edison,
Yeah.
me, Marcelo,
Yeah.
Could I chuck in a West Ham player? Could even chuck in Pyatt.
Do you know it'd
maybe.
be good in a five-a-side setting? I know I did say don't think about Ravel Morrison.
Yeah, when he was coming up.
He scored that goal against Spurs. I remember it. I was there.
That dribble, yeah, at White Hart Lane.
Horrible. We lost 3-0 that day, but yeah, good shout.
I don't know. Can't chuck in.
Pyatt. I think
Pyatt. Messi, obviously. I actually watched him play. Or train. He West Ham, Argentina came when I was at West Ham. They came to Rush Green and trained there because they played a friendly against West Ham, and I was there that day training, and I watched him train.
Wow.
In an Argentina kit, it was top.
Was that surreal? Like,
yeah, I just remember you can just remember weird things in life. I just remember that so vividly. Yeah. So Messi, and then final one, Neymar.
Yeah, all right.
Not bad.
To be fair, I think that gives Busey's side a run for their money.
Yeah, it does.
I'd say it's probably a lot better, but...
Yeah, you'd like to think so.
Yeah.
No, I'd say it's better, mate, yeah. I'd rather have Neymar than Paul Mullen.
Yeah.
No diss in Paul Mullen, but...
No.
Just a few quick-fire ones.
Alright.
Quick-fire questions. Let's try and do it as quick as you
can.
Okay. What's your go-to pre-match meal?
3 eggs and beans on toast.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be doing?
Oh wow, I don't even know. I reckon I'd start working at my dad's place, JP Morgan.
Who's the best player in the world, in your opinion?
Right now, Lamine Yamal.
If you could have dinner with any footballer, past or present, who would it be?
Messi.
What's your pre-match ritual or superstition?
Don't really have any superstitions, to be fair.
What's your favourite stadium you've ever played at?
St James's Park, Newcastle's.
You won that day, didn't you?
5-0.
Yeah.
Smashed them.
If you could play for any club in the world, which one would it be?
West Ham.
What's your favourite part of being at Salisbury so far?
The fans. Top.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received for football? You're only good. Don't know how to say it. You're only as good as your last game. I feel like it's so easy to get carried away. 1 good game, 2 good games. You're like, I'm alright. I don't need to prepare as much for the next game. You just need to you're only as good as your last game. And just keep I feel like plays such a big part because you go and have a bad game. That's the first time someone's watched you, and then you've written off. So I feel like that's a good one. It's very true. The league changes so fast. We see it at the moment, don't we? It's like one week, playoffs. Next week, watching your back.
Yeah. I know, it's ridiculous. It's so tight.
Yeah. It's really tight, to be fair, in quite a lot of the leagues. I know Step 3 is ridiculous as well. In the Southern Prem, I was looking at it today actually. I think it's 9 points from 12th to 23rd. Yeah. Or something like that.
No, that league's
that's
very
ridiculous.
Tight, and there's a lot of Dorset teams in and around the bottom, so it's quite heating up really.
That is ridiculous.
One more. Favourite holiday destination?
Lanzarote.
Yeah.
Lanzarote.
That was top.
Solid.
Volcanic island.
I also have to give a shout out. Now it comes back to me. I was the other day I bumped into Phil Goldney. So Phil, he was really complimentary about the podcast, and I just think he's always positive. So I just think, cheers, Phil. We need that.
Cheers,
don't we,
Phil, mate. Yes, Phil. Need a bit of positivity.
Exactly. Yeah. If everyone was like Phil, life would be easy. But yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thanks for coming on today. Yeah, we've been meaning to do this for a while, haven't we?
I know, yeah. No problem at all.
Yeah, no. Thanks
Loved it. Thank you.
We'll have one next season when you sign full time.
We'll see.
See what Gaff says.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cheers, Al.
Thank you.